everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai. Today we're taking a look at the mod which you guys have suggested, which is Total Fall of the Samurai Unequal Treatises, which is a mod, if you're not familiar with it, that introduces 3 imperial factions of the time period to the single-player campaign and also to custom battle. Right now we're looking at custom battle, and we're looking at one of those imperial powers. Most importantly, I sort of very quickly went over that, they are introduced into single player, so you can play them on the single player campaign. They'll get a bit of territory and you can try to conquer Japan. Anyways, as I said, there's 3 imperial factions of the time period, so obviously we've got Great Britain, we've got the United States, and we got the French Empire. Possibly due to speculations on my part and seeing some of the flags that they sort of flash through the loading screens, I imagine that the Russian Empire could possibly make an entrance, and why not the Germans, the Prussians? Could be interesting to see. It would be very interesting to see maybe doing, being able to do in custom battles the Crimean War. Also, with these guys, I really want to recreate Rorke's Drift once more. I've recreated Rorke's Drift in so many different games, I don't know what to do, really. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and actually play this match. I don't want to go into too much and take up too much time, just taking a look at the different units and stuff. So, let's go ahead and play. What I'm first going to do... You know what, as I play, we can go ahead and take a closer look at the different types of units I've got in my army. So right now, I'm moving up the Rifleman, which you can see right here, which seem to have a small bearskin hat on with a bit of a green plume. One thing I really like here is the fact that they've gone ahead and added in, so they've got both the King's colors, or in this case the Queen's colors, and the regimental colors. I'm not too sure about... well, I should say, the music in the mod is seemingly from Victoria 2, I'm pretty sure, which I really like that they've got that kind of music. The thing, though, I've already tried in a few videos to put in Victoria music, or Victoria 2, because I do a lot of imperialists mods and time periods and stuff like that. The thing, however, is that I'm not entirely sure that YouTube allows it, because I've tested out a few of those music pieces and they seem to get marked by YouTube, so I'm not entirely sure who claims them, but they do get claimed. So I'm gonna move up the pit helmets. We're gonna put them like that, and why don't we toggle ranked fire for them, and then we get the normal line infantry, get them up as well. Well, not too far, because I've got a Gatling gun in the forest there, so let's move them there, and let's have them toggle ranked fire as well. The rifles can stay where they are. And we've got some Scottish here, which are actually taking fire by their own unit. So let's have the Scots quickly run over here. Move it, you dogs! So really nice. I really like this unit. All the Scots really add something to any British armies. You really got to have those Scots. We've got this is the normal line infantry unit, but there's also some Royal Highlanders as well. Not entirely sure what the difference is in terms of the uniform, but there are a few. We've got some lances here, Queen's Lances, which, if you've seen, I can't remember what the movie is called, but basically the Charge of the Light Brigade, you probably recognize this unit. Very nice, and that's kind of why I want Crimean War mod, or at least the Russian Empire modded in, because that would be really nice to be able to do the Charge of the Light Brigade. As we can see, these horsemen. Maybe there's some unit that is similar to the Russians. And this unit gets absolutely destroyed as it moves forward. The Gatling guns are firing into it, And the British line infantry is pouring down fire from its position. I should probably have toggled the light infantry. No, not that one. Let's see. Which one is it to have them toggle skirmish mode? There we go. And then, why don't you run away? Okay, so we've got colonial infantry being charged in the flank. I'm going to tell these guys to form square. And the charge of the light brigade will commence, coming in from the side there. The Scots, they're holding their position, pouring down fire upon the enemy. Very nicely done. The riflemen are pulling back. Gatling guns are giving everything they've got, but it looks like they're going to be overrun. Luckily for me, I've got some backup units here in the back with bear skins, so we got the British Guard, standing guard here in the back, being ready to push up or just make sure that the line does not completely crash. So the riflemen actually made it. They fell back and they're opening fire upon the enemy. We got the general back here as well. The line infantry is kind of in trouble. Maybe the general should quickly just try to ride up. Let's see if these guys need to hold fire while he does that. I forgot the charge of the light brigade. Let's charge in and help the square over there. The general's moving up. We've got quite a few. There's another reason why I think the Germans are there. You can clearly see a German flag on the Kanbate ability. And then on the rally, I think that's an American, but I'm not entirely sure. That might be a German as well, actually. Quite a few Germans here. Heroic assault. We've got some British infantry. Colonial British infantry, I should say. So Gambate should allow these guys to open fire at a much better rate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them to do kneeled rank fire. Shit, these guys are being attacked. Open fire again. We've got Katana Kachi making it through our line. They're firing all they've got here. Let's see, get the Lancers away and the general back. The Katana Kachi is being torn apart as the light infantry more or less lured them into a situation where they got destroyed. See, redrawing this line, making sure that it can support the other one over there. We need to get these Lancers in around back. Let's see if we can strike the enemy general, maybe destroy him. Oh, he's already dead. Or, you know what? The light brigade needs to come in and help the square. The square is about to get overrun by Japanese troops. You will charge that unit because that's breaking, and you will charge this one. So here we have it, the charge of the light brigade. Although it's happening in Japan. I'm not entirely sure what was worse, charging head-on cannons or charging head-on into spear infantry.
Victory is assured, sir!
The enemy is falling apart. One by one, the enemy's units are getting destroyed and are falling back. Charge them down, if you please. Oh, such a nice little square right here. Love this square formation. And these units were not even able to break down the cannon crew. And the cannon crew is chasing these guys off. Let's continue a bit and just make sure the enemy flees the field. You know what? You'll probably do better by actually mounting those guns again. And let's have the light brigade continuously charging these guys down. So we lost quite a few men, but not that bad. One unit that we weren't able to take a closer look at here in the beginning was one that I had back here, which was British military police. I don't really like the helmet. It looks a little bit wonky, I think. Oh, they've actually got the 24th, which should be on the pit helmets, really. Do they have 24th? because the 24th was the regiment that was at Rorke's Drift. So I'm not entirely sure what this is going on. What's going on here, and also the fact that I'm not entirely sure if this is actually correct with a blue facing on here, while they have green on the cuff. But very nice unit right here. Right, with that said, I think that's it for this video. So what I wanted to do before I go ahead and do a campaign, I wanted to just show a bit of the units in it. I know there was some that was quite a lot was saying the British, which seems like the obvious faction, and some were saying the French, but no one was actually saying the Americans. So I'm not entirely sure everyone was aware of the fact that you can play as the Americans. So we're definitely going to take a look at the other two factions as well for custom battles like this one. But with that said, I'll say as I always say, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!